41. 2 years ago, Ohm's age was twice the present age of pi at that time. The respective ratio between Ohm's age 4 years hence and pi's age 3 years hence will be 9:5. What is Ohm's percentage? Percentage of Ohm should be 2 multiple. After adding 4, 9 multiple. After adding 4, no. Yes. Yes, 2 are there. We have to calculate. My first name verify chesina entante Ohm's age is twice that of pi's age. In the sense 2 times. In the sense answer should be, percentage should be even number. Yes or no? It should be even number. Hence these two cannot be your answer. Okay? Because of 2 multiple. But after 4 years, it should be 9 multiple. If you add 4 to this, 42. Is that 9 multiple? No. If you add 4 to this, 18, 9 multiple. If you add 4, 36, 9 multiple. 2 options are there. If you can find only one, you are done. You need not to touch the data. But now you have to calculate. So pi's age be x and Ohm's age becomes, oh, wait. Anteleni. 2 years back, if pi's age is x and Ohm's age 2x, when was this? 2 years back. Then percentage of Ohm 2x plus 2 and pi's age x plus 2. And you are given ratio after 4 years. If you again need to add 4 years, this becomes 6 and it also becomes 6. And that is in the ratio? 3 years, okay. 2x plus 6 by x plus 5, which is equal to 9 by 5. 2x into 5, 10. 9x into 9 into x, 9x. Difference? X. 6 into 5, 30. 5 into 9, 45. Difference? X is equal to, you asked about Ohm's percentage. Ohm's percentage is 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2 in the sense 30 plus 2, 32. Ohm's percentage is 2x plus 2. Next, if the numerator and denominator of a rational number are increased by 4 and 2 respectively, the resultant number is 5 by 7. What is the value of denominator? You asked about denominator, right? Yes or no? How much is you are adding to denominator? 2. Then it should become 7 multiple. This number is direct 7 multiple, so it cannot be your answer. If you add 2 to this number, will that be 7 multiple? If you add 2 to this number, will that be 7 multiple? If you add 2, 26, no. Add 2, 15, no. Answer, 19, over. Got it? Amma? ఎవరు అడిగింది ప్రాసెస్ ఎందుకక్క పోతే x plus 4 by x plus 2 y plus 2 is equal to 5 by 7. Next, numerator and denominator decreased by 3 each. Denominator is twice the numerator. X minus 3 by y minus 3. Denominator is 2 times. Using this, can you form linear equation? And in the second also you can use linear equation. You will get linear equation. Yes or no? X and y lost together. You have to solve both the linear equations. Takes time. Next. Or else simply you can do one thing. 2x minus 6 is equal to y minus 3. From this, y is equal to 2x minus 3. Substitute y as 2x minus 3 here, then you will get x value. Okay? Next. Kunal sold an article at a loss of 12%. Had he sold it for 234 rupees more, his profit percent would have been 24%. Earlier, how much loss we have? And now profit Difference between 12 loss and 24 profit? 36%. 36% is equal to 234. 36 how many times? 36 how many times? Not 9 times. Not 9 times. What would be the percentage of profit if he sells the article at 858? Okay. 234 is equal to 36%. 858 is equal to how much? 9 how many times? 4 times. Let's cancel it with 18. 18 ones, 18 threes, and 18 2 times. So they must be in the ratio 13 is to 2. 13 how many times? 13 6 times, and again 6 times into 2. 66 2 times? 132. If you get 132%, the percentage of profit 32%. For simplification, I am going for ratio concept, 13 is to 2. Left hand side number and right hand side number both must be in the ratio 13 is to 2. Are you getting? Next, out of his monthly salary, Neil gave 10% as rent, 30% towards loan EMI, 40% of the remaining. How much is remaining so far? 60%. Out of 60, what is 40%? 24%. He invested equally in LIC and PPF. So, in LIC and PPF, 12%, 12% investment. If he invested 9120 in LIC, which is 12%, if 12% is equal to 9120, what is Neil's monthly salary? 100% is equal to how much? Yes or no? Alright, answer may end with 1000 or 6000. 100 has 2 zeros. Here also you have 1 0. 2 into which number ends with 2? Either 1 or 6. 1 into 1 ends with 1. Is there any option which is ending with 1000? No. 1 into 6 ends with 6000. Is there any option which is ending with 6000? Yes. Number of zeros and last digit verification. Why are you getting 3 zeros here? Because 100 has 2 zeros and 9120 has 1 more 0. Hence we are getting 3 zeros, and then verify last digit. Okay? Right. Respective ratio of speed of boat upstream and speed of downstream is 2 is to 3. See, if boat speed is upstream kada idi. If upstream and downstream are 2 is to 3, what is man speed? 2.5 parts. What is stream speed? Half part. Yes or no? Man speed and stream speed. The speed of the boat in still water is 14 km per hour. 2.5 parts is 14 km per hour. How much distance the boat can travel upstream in 24 minutes? From this you need to calculate 2 parts is how much? Indukila undi. Sorry, 2.5 parts is equal to 14. And what is upstream speed? Upstream 2 parts. From this, can I write it at 2.5 as 5 by 2? From this, 5 parts is equal to 28. 1 part is equal to 28 by 5. 2 parts is equal to 56 by 5, which is equal to how much? 11.2. So, upstream speed is equal to 11.2 km per hour, covered in 24 kilometers, 24 minutes. Minutes converts to hours by 60. Okay? Right. 6, 10 times, 6, 4 times. 11.2, 4 times, 44.8 by 10, 4.48. Done? Next. In a vessel containing 84 liters of mixture of apple and orange juice, the percentage of orange is 25%. 25% in the sense 21 liters. 28 liters of this mixture is taken out. Okay, fine. X liters of orange is added. As a result, apple juice in the resultant mixture becomes 40%. What is the value of X? 40%. 2:3. 28. 30 minus 2. 30 plus 2. 30. 56. We have 84 liters, from that 28 liters is taken out. How much is the quantity now? 56 liters. In 56 liters also, orange should be 25%. What is 25% of this? Half and half. 14? Yes or no? Right. So, orange is 14 liters. Mistaken. What is percentage given here? Apple. If orange is 25%, apple juice percentage wise 75%. What is 75% of remaining 56 liters? Half plus half. What is half? 28. Again half. 14. Total 42. So 40% is equal to 42 liters. Total quantity is 100%. That is equal to 105. How much is difference between these two? How much is difference? 2. 2 is 5% of 40. So you need to add 5% of 100, which is 105. Clear? Now, after 28 liters is taken out, how much quantity we have? 56 liters. Now how much quantity we have? 105. Then how much is added? 49. అర్థమైందా? అర్థం కాలేదు. What is the quantity that is changing here? What is that you are changing? Orange. Then apple is constant. Out of 84 liters, 28 liters is taken out. So you'll have 56 liters. In 56 liters, apple is what percent? 75%, because orange is 25%. Orange is 25%. 25% in the sense 14. Then remaining is 42 liters. 42 liters is apple. As you are adding orange juice, apple juice in initial container and after changing also will be same. Final container, what is apple percentage wise? 40%. So 40% is equal to 42 liters. 100% is equal to how much? Let's calculate it. That is 105. Actually, how much quantity we have? Now if it becomes 105, how much is added? That's what? 49 is added. Right? Followed? ఇది అర్థం కాలేదంటే అసలు ఏమీ చేయక్కర్లా. Wait a minute. Out of 84 liters, 28 liters is taken out. How much is remaining? To this you are adding something. And in that final container, what is apple percentage? Then orange? Ratio? 40-60 ratio. 2:2. Total how many parts? So this must be multiple of 5. 5 multiple ends with either 0 or 5. Yes or no? If it ends with 0, your number which is you are adding, that should end with 4. Do you have a number ending with 4? No, this is not the one. If it ends with 5, now the quantity which you are adding should end with 9. Over. Followed? అర్థమైందా? రైట్. అందుకే ఫస్ట్లో రాగానే ఇట్లా అన్నది. సొల్యూషన్కి వెళ్ళకుండా ముందు దాన్ని రౌండ్ చేసేది, గుర్తుపట్టారా? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐ హావ్ డన్. Sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is more than their average by 48. What is the sum of the lowest and highest? Lowest to highest ఎంత అని అడుగుతున్నారు, అంతే కదా? Sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is more than average by 48. So 3x is 48, average is 16. Least and highest sum is 2x, which is 32 over. అర్థం కాలే? Four consecutive odd numbers. This is average. Let it be x. Sum becomes average multiplied by number of numbers. How much is that? 4x. Yes or no? Now, if this is your number x, previous x minus 1 and x minus 3, next number x plus 1, and after that x plus 3. You asked about sum of least and largest. X minus 3, x plus 3. What is sum? This is what you need to calculate. Okay. If average is x for 4 numbers, what is sum of numbers? 4x. 4x is how much more than x? 3x, which is given as 48. If 3x is 48, 2x is how much? 3 how many times is 48? 2 16 times? Over. ఇంకా అర్థం కాల? Yes or no? Next. Gopal invested 6,000 in each scheme, A and B offering simple interest and compound interest respectively for 2 years. The rate of interest offered by both the schemes are equal. Rate of interest are equal. If the difference between interest received from scheme A and scheme B is 38.4, what is the rate of interest offered? Right. Rate of interest ఎంత? Eight. అర్థం కాదని తెలుసు నాకు. What is simple interest per annum? Let it be x%. First year x%, second year also x%. Compound interest, first year x%, second year x%, and x square by 100%, x% of x%. Yes or no? Difference in the sense this is the only one, right? Yes? Right. So x square by 100%, which is equal to difference. What is difference? 38.40. 38.40 out of come on 6,000 into 100. Okay na? Two zeros cancel, or else 2 zeros cancel, 0 cancel. 38.40 into 10 becomes 384 by 6. 6 how many times? 64 times. X is equal to over. Done. Next. The length of the rectangle is 2 more than its breadth. The area of the rectangle is 195. If the sum of adjacent sides of rectangle is equal to the side of the square, how much is the diagonal of the square measures? Right. If breadth is b, length becomes b plus 2. Yes or no? Now area of the rectangle is given as 195. 195 can be written as 13 times kada? 15 into 13. Yes or no? Then length is equal to 15 and breadth is equal to 13, because difference is 2. Satisfied? Now what is your information again? The sum of adjacent sides of a rectangle is equal to the side of the square. Sum of adjacent sides in the sense L plus B, that is 28. So side is equal to 28. You are asked about diagonal, that is 28 root 2. Next, ABC, each working alone, can finish a piece of work in 28, 36, 60 days respectively. A starts by working alone for 7 days, completed 25% work. B takes over from A and works for 12 days. 1/4 work is done, 1/3 work is done. At this stage, C takes over from B. Okay. ఎంత వర్క్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాడు? 5/12 చేయాలి అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 60. 12 5 times 7/12, 5/12. ఖచ్చితంగా ఇదే కదా. అమ్మా that's it. A can complete the work in 28 days. Work done by A is 7/28. Work done by B, B worked for 12 days, can complete the work in 36. C worked for X days, 60 is equal to, oh, total work అడిగారా? రైట్, అయిపోయింది యాక్చువల్గా. సరే, how much is this? 1/4 plus 1/3. 1/4, 1/3, 7/12. Take that value to right hand side. 1 minus 7/12, 5/12. So x by 60 is equal to 5/12. 12 5 times, x is equal to 25. So A already worked for 7 days, B worked for 12 days, C works for 25 days. Total work is done in 44 days. Total work is done in 44 days. Okay? Next. AB started by a business by investing certain amounts in the ratio 2:3. 6 months after the start of the business, C joins the business by investing an amount which is half of what B invested. Okay. So let me change the ratio to 4:6. Okay. A invested 4 parts, B 6 parts. As C invested half of investment of B, that becomes 3 parts. Okay. A and B started, so will be there for 12 months. When did C join? After 6 months. So C will be there for 6 months. 6 2 times. That is 8 parts, 12 parts, 3 parts. Total 23 parts. You asked about total profit. 23 parts is equal to how much? And B is getting 12 parts. 12 parts is equal to 3,000. 12 how many times? 12 how many times? 250 times? Yes or no? 20 to 50 times is 5,000. And 3 to 50 is 750. Total 5,750. 23 into 250. 20 to 50 is 5,000. 3 to 50 is 750. 5,750. Followed? A gave certain sum of money to B as a loan. The rate of interest agreed was 8% per annum simple interest for first 3 years and 14% simple interest for the rest of the period. If after 7 years, if B pays 6,800 as a total interest. See, first 3 years what percent? That is 24%. Out of 7 years, first 3 years are over at 8%, remaining 4 years. And remaining 4 years, 14%. How much percent? 56%. So what is total percentage? 80%. 80% is interest obtained, which is equal to 6,800. Sum lent to B is 100%. How much you need to add? 20%, which is 1/4. Half and half. What is half? 34. Again half, 17. Add 1700, 8500. We are adding 1/4. Okay na? లేదనుకుంటే 80% is equal to 6800. 100% is equal to how much? 80 how many times? 8 times. Still you have something? అవసరంలా. Still you have something? 8 తో స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి, పక్కన ఇంకొంచెం ఉండాలి. 8 తో స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి, పక్కన ఇంకా ఉండాలి. అదే కదా. Train A traveling at 63 km per hour takes 40 seconds to completely cross 355 meters long platform. How long would it take to cross a man running at 6 km per hour in opposite direction? Right. So distance traveled in the first case is train length plus platform length, which is equal to speed into time. Speed is given in kilometer per hour, converted to meter per second, that is into 5/18. Into how many seconds? 40 seconds. 9, 2 times, 9, 7 times, 2, 20 times. 20 into 5, 100, 700. X plus 355 is equal to 700, then x is equal to 345. Yes. Now in the case of a train crossing a man, distance travelled will be equal to only train length. So you are asked to calculate time, that is distance travelled, which is train length, by speed. Both are moving, person and train are moving opposite. S1 plus S2. 63 plus 6 kilometer per hour converted to meter per second. 5 by how much? 18. Can you do it? Yes or no? Answer should be 9 multiple. There is only 1. Over. Is this 9 multiple? Denominator. Is that 9 multiple? Is that 3 multiple? Yes. Is this 3 multiple? 345. 3 multiple cancel. Still you have 18, which is 9 multiple. Answer should be 9 multiple and only 9 multiple is 18. Done. Okay. Next. The breadth of rectangle is equal to the side of radius of the circle measuring 14. Okay. This is breadth is 14. The sum of perimeter of rectangle and the circle is 166. How much does the length of the rectangle measures? Rectangle perimeter and circle perimeter. Rectangle perimeter, that is 2L plus 2B, 2 into L plus B, 2L plus 2B, yes or no? Rectangle breadth is equal to the radius of the circle, which is equal to 14. 2 into 14, 28. Perimeter is over, and circumference 2 pi r, 2 22 by 7 r, which is equal to 166. How many times? 2 times. 2 into 22, 44. 44 2 times, 88. 88 plus 28, 116. Subtract 116 from this, 50. 2L is equal to 50. L is equal to 25. Okay now? Next. Sum of marks obtained by A and B in English test is 420 out of 300. Yeah. If A's obtained marks increased by 50% and B's marks are decreased by 25%, the respective ratio of obtained marks of A, B becomes 4:3. A's marks are right. A's marks increased by 50%, that is 150% of A. B's marks decreased by 25%, that becomes 75% of B. They will be in the ratio 4:3, that is 4 by 3. 75 how many times? 2 times. 2 how many times? 2 times. So marks obtained by A and B are in the ratio 2:3. 2:3, yes or no? That is 40% and 60%. Correct? Maatladru. A gets what percent? 40%. What is 10%? 42. 40% in the sense double double. 40 double, 42 double, 84. 84 double, 160. Okay? Right. I'll stop here.